Top of the morning, afternoon, night, depending on where you at. It's the Pope, your host, to do the most. Welcome to the Just Being Frank show. Listen, man, we got the race baiting, the agenda versus Caitlin Clark, the sabotaging of Caitlin Clark's first year. I hear a lot of people are putting it off on A'ja Wilson being the reason behind the woke mob coming after Caitlin Clark because A'ja Wilson decided to race bait, right? Play victim, that Nike wasn't giving her a shoe deal or signature shoe deal. Caitlin Clark only got the signature shoe deal because she white, right? All this and all of that. And a lot of people started chiming in on it. You had a lot of sports analysts, especially black women. Yeah, that's not right. Black women aren't marketable. She said, A'ja Wilson said a lot of different things when asked was it hype about Caitlin Clark because she white. What I used to tell y'all in real time when this was really happening, way back when, that the industry has an agenda on sabotaging Caitlin Clark. The industry. You wouldn't even raise that type of a question unless you was trying to cause a division, unless you was trying to cause chaos. Who was the white reporter or black reporter or Mexican, whatever? Who was the reporter that asked A'ja Wilson that question anyways? And why? Why did that reporter take the time to ask A'ja Wilson about Caitlin Clark's Nike shoe deal? And do she think it's because she's white? When the girl clearly is a transcendent, generational, once-in-a-lifetime player, so that could be the biggest reason. Like, you could have answered your own question. She's broke all the college records from points to assists, right? From even on the men's side, she's broke the scoring record that Pistol Pete held for centuries. And so when the question got asked, I was thinking they're pushing this agenda that black women don't get respect, protect, none of that. They don't get the love they deserve. They don't get the money they deserve. They don't get the credit that they deserve. That was what that was. And A'ja just played her part in feeding into it. Being the MVP of the WNBA, knowing Caitlin Clark is coming into the league to take over this league, right? Just from a fan's perspective. She's coming to take over the league, and from a fan's perspective, because she already had millions of fans. And we already knew that from all her games from Iowa her senior year, how the viewership looked, how the attendance numbers looked at every game she went to, home or away. So they knew she was bringing in all excitement. And so y'all start setting up questions to certain players, coaches, to try and sabotage Caitlin Clark and make her seem as if she's really not like what people claim her to be, right? You had Breanna Stewart talking about, well, she can't be a GOAT if she didn't win no rings in college. You had Diana Taurasi. Well, she's going to have a rude awakening. Yeah, she looks superhuman playing against 18-year-olds. Then when she come over here playing against grown women. You had a whole lot of the Caitlin Clark is hype because she's white talk. So I'm not going to sit here and blame A'ja Wilson. No. She was a part of it, just like all of them was. This is way bigger than freaking A'ja Wilson. She's a small piece, small fish in this big ocean of wanting to cause division, wanting to keep race bait alive. And so when people say Asia sent the woke mob, no, she just showed that she's a part of the agenda. She's willing to do whatever for a little piece of cheddar. Say whatever for the cheddar. That's why they marketed her the way they did. I'm talking about the WNBA and the Powers That Be, how she was in all of those commercials all last season. Even though nobody likes her, nobody buys her jerseys, nobody shows up to her games, but yet y'all tried to put her on the front street, right? Along with Sabrina Ionescu and somebody else. But they had commercial after commercial, rental car commercial, all kinds of commercials. Now, for people in the back who they like, damn, where we going? Asia Wilson, if I didn't say this in the beginning of the interview, I got HD TV, okay? HD80, whatever it's called. You know what it's called. I got the shit. Now, listen. Asia Wilson saying that she deserves a signature shoe. She should have had a signature shoe, knowing that they already had her signature shoe in the works. Again, I expected all of this. It didn't matter the fact that she was acting like she didn't have a signature shoe, even though they had one. She's a liar. Okay, cool. The main thing was trying to say Caitlin Clark is hype because she's white. You want to be a liar and try to act like you didn't know about the signature shoe, and you want to play victim as if Caitlin Clark is getting more recognition and notoriety or getting more deals because she's white. That's what, to me, it's all about. The agenda against Caitlin Clark with the race baiting, and then to, make it seem it's really all about division. That's all it is. It's for the black people, again, who look at Caitlin Clark like, oh, maybe they just hyping her up because she white. And that goes for the black, because there's a lot of black people, it's a lot of people, period, that don't watch basketball. They might like it, they might watch it from time to time, here and there, playoffs maybe, championship game, and they know the rules of the game, but they're not following what's going on. And so they don't really understand Caitlin Clark is a generational talent. All they know is they hear about Caitlin Clark being the best and this, that, and the other. Then you got this side over here saying, nah, she's overhyped because she white. So a lot of black people would take that, especially who don't watch, and run with it. So they just they just trying to plug her because she white. They trying to pump her up. They trying to do this, do that. Oh, yeah, that's how they do. Oh, this girl right here, the MVP, we don't even know who she is, but she's the MVP of the league. And we don't even know who she is. Oh, that's shady. Why she don't got a shoe deal? Oh, that's shady. And so you bring that back and forth when people who are on the black side and people who are on just the right side of things who watch and knows like she's something we've never seen before, whether you black, white, or whatever. So you got to tell these people who don't really watch and they just going with the narrative and the agenda that the race baiters is pushing. Oh yeah, because she white, she ain't really like. Now we all back and forth. We going back and forth with the arguing, so on and so forth, discrediting and all that type of stuff. So again, ladies and gentlemen, the Pope, your boy, I've called this out way back when. Asia Wilson is just a part of the go along, get along game. They used her to set it all up. It's the powers that be. It's not Asia Wilson that sent the woke mob towards Caitlin Clark. It's the powers that be, that the top people running this industry, the entertainment industry. That's who it is, who pushing an agenda, trying to sabotage Caitlin Clark, who's trying not just Caitlin Clark, but us, to keep us divided as good people. You understand me? That's what it all boils down to, man. We got to start calling that shit out. When we keep seeing ESPN put nothing but black women on the panel to talk negatively about Caitlin Clark and pump all the black girls up no matter what. That's an agenda. That's done on purpose. See, but we will look at all the black women on the panel and get pissed at all of them and say, y'all stupid, y'all this, y'all that, right? Not understanding they're not the ones that even came up with the topic that they're discussing. That's whoever the bosses is. This is what we're talking about today. Y'all read over that. Whoopty wop. You maybe take this stance. You may need to take that stance. and we'll go back and forth. But nobody takes this stance. Whatever it is. When you see Nike make a commercial and they got the black woman selling t-shirts and she's so hyped about all the other names, the A'ja Wilsons, all the black players in the WNBA. She hyped when she's saying their name. You need to get this and you need to get that and you need to get this and you need to get that. In the first original commercial that they had, or ad, whatever it is, that they had, in the first original one, she just said Caitlin Clark's name like it was like Caitlin Clark. Right? Everybody else was hyped up. Now Nike switched it, had her do a voiceover, and it said the second commercial, it said, you want a Caitlin Clark t-shirt? Rookie of the year. It's an agenda. Plain, easy. Caitlin Clark's shoe not dropping or no word or information about it. I don't know what that's about. They could be having something in the works to where same thing, damn near A'ja Wilson, don't say nothing. 2 years, we working on your shoe. We going to make sure that thing is hitting on all cylinders. Or they could be running with the agenda. That we gonna push everybody first. Now spotlight is even on spotlight always been on Nike, but now spotlight is on Nike even more than it ever has been. Not ever because Jordan, but since Jordan, you haven't had a spotlight on Nike and an excitement and an anticipation for some Nike shoes to drop since Jordan. So. Who knows what they doing? You understand what I'm saying? But for surely they allowing the agenda against Caitlin Clark to ride. They allowing the sabotaging, all of the BS to ride. Cause they sat there, made commercials. It's ugly. It's ugly. But again, it's not just A'ja Wilson. She didn't start the woke mob on Caitlin Clark. The woke mob started the mob on Caitlin Clark. Powers that be, the head people of ESPN's, Disney's, so on and so forth. Those people, you might ask why. It's a lot of different reasons. I get into that in a different video. But come on, open up your eyes and your mind and read between lines. And understand why. Because there definitely is a reason. It's good versus evil, not black versus white. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you can help me on our way to 10,100, I'd gladly appreciate it. It's the Pope. Peace and love. Amen.